So in this section, I'd like to hear from Claire about how we can improve the criminal justice system for autistic people who commit offences. Claire, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, certainly. So as you will go on to read or have already read in the article, we have had a number of improvements and things put in place to support those who are suspects or offenders within the law, but there is definitely still more things that can be done. I mean, the fact that we do actually recognise autistic offenders now is great, and the fact that it's acknowledged in social policy that they have specific needs and that those specific needs should be met. So these are things like introducing the registered intermediary programs and the use of appropriate adults. So this is that an autistic offender, or other types of sort of more vulnerable offenders as well, may not understand their rights or understand the process that's going on when they're arrested or in court. So it's having someone there, an independent person there, to support them through that, whether it's breaking down information and giving it to them, or whether it's acting as an advocate for them in sort of police interviews. So we have the tools, we recognize the tools that are there, but what we need to do is implement them better and implement them more. So the people that have been able to access these sort of systems have said that they do help, but the number of people that can access them is not what it should be. It's not every time an autistic offender goes to trial they get a registered intermediary. It's very hit and miss, sort of localised. So definitely, as is all the case, many things, more resources. What we've got is good, we just need more of it. So if a lot of those things are in place. In terms of helping those who have offended to not offend again, so thinking about rehabilitation or treatment programs, the jury is still very much out on that one, for want of a better phrase, in that we don't really have an evidence base to say that these are the best programs for these guys. It's definitely better than nothing. The evidence does suggest that using the programs that we have already is better than not using a treatment program or therapy. But whether it's the right therapy, whether it's the right program, because often offender programs are in groups, they spend a lot of time talking about sort of victim empathy, or sort of thinking about abstract examples, what you might do if this happens, sort of very non-concrete or literal things. So there's lots of, I think, areas that we can work on and improve in that aspect. And then preemptive, proactive is always better than reactionary. So if there's if we can get people help before it gets to the criminal stage, before it gets to the criminal justice system, a lot of adults offenders display early warning signs as kids. So if we can get in there early, with those kinds of things, then and that's not just true for autistic offenders, that's true for everybody, but earlier support and help, the right kind of help, is what we can do, I think.
So if you are somebody who is autistic and you are suspected of having committed an offence, there are systems and there is support and there are programs that are available, but it sounds from what you're saying that the access to those things that might be helpful is not universal in the UK.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. Things are improving, as we've spoke in the section on social policy, and in section 2, that there is now a public awareness campaign to increase knowledge about autism that includes schools and also police training. They're on about upping the police training and things like that as well. So that can definitely help, but it's other people recognizing that a person is autistic to be able to support them as well. So it's on both, it's sort of on it's sort of doubly difficult, if that makes sense. So yeah. But yes, they're there. That it's just universal access is not there yet.
Okay, so universal access once the person is recognised as being an autistic person, but even when that happens, that might not automatically, in all cases, lead to more support.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, right. Thank you.